Welcome to Laura A Music Corner. The video starts now. Hi everybody, welcome back to Laura A Music Corner. I am very excited to be back with you guys today. So today I will be doing a first time reaction to Erik Gronwall song to Bad Bones. I did read somebody's comment, and I apologize. I didn't get your name out there, but yes, I did see the comment regarding about Erik Gronwall having his first solo album being released soon, and this is the first song from the album. And I did see that floating around. Unfortunately, with all the activities I was doing a month ago, it was kind of really difficult for me to even have any chance to read any comments extra. But yeah, so I did see that floating around. This is from the self-titled album Bad Bones, which will be released in May 22nd. So I will be checking out his song and feel it out and see how it goes from here. So let's get to it. Let's everyone sit back, relax, and enjoy some Erik Gronwall, Bad Bones.
スウェーデンから来たシンガーエリック・グロンウォールの新曲バッドボーンズ。
Shake it, won't play along, and it's alright if I get it all wrong. If that's a problem, I know it will. But I'm standing, not gonna fall. Built out of trash, so I am told. I never listen, I'm about to fall. I can't blame it on my bloodline. Don't worry, 'cause I feel fine. I feel like this from the get-go.
Oh my goodness, that was really awesome. I really enjoyed it. I think he was fantastic. I think that I love how he is able to fluctuate on different genre of style of music. And even though that this song was more of a rock style music, I really enjoyed it because it was fun. It had a big attitude that, we all love to see Eric be in. Because believe me, I've been there. but but it's just like it was a really fun song. I think he was fantastic. I just love the way they did the production of the video because, from what I read there was a lot of Japanese fans attending this video shoot, and I think it was really awesome that he had everybody participate in his first video. So it was just like a really good mix of styles of bands and people hanging out and just enjoying the moment. So yeah, it was really fantastic. I love the music. I like the voice. I love the words because it resonates to any of us who, we had to like try to stick out in ways that it's just like, no, I'm not settling for less. I am just gonna, I want more, and I don't care what, it's like you can't confine anybody in a small box, and people are learning to just get out of your comfort zone and just explore, and I think that is something very positive in that. And I really enjoyed that part of the message. So I took the video back. I'm going to start the video one more time. I'm going to stop along the way, give you the different parts of the video that I quite enjoy a lot, and then it will be a wrap. Let's do this one more time, guys.
スウェーデンから来たシンガーエリック・グロンウォールの新曲「バッド・ボーンズ」。
I love how they started the chord of the guitar. It was like a distorted sound at the beginning, and then it just went into like a riff, but it was like very heavy riff. So it wasn't like something like la 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 la. No, it was just like straight rock and roll right there, and I just loved it because it was just like it was very different from normal styles of music, and it was just like I just love how that beginning just caught my attention, and then it went into the mainstream of the music, but it was a good start.
Born out of fire, not to behave. One thing I know is to take my own grave. Been breaking rules since I could crawl. But I'm standing, not gonna fold. Built out of trash, so I am told. I never listen, I'm bound to fall. Can't blame it on my bloodline. Don't worry, cause I feel fine. I've been like this from the get-go. It's all I ever know. So get in line if you come.
I just love that piece because it was just like I love how it just was a little bit of the drums, a little bit of the guitar, but just mostly a lot of the main center of the music was like Eric starting those phrases, because it's like it was really interesting just to hear those words because me personally, I could really understand that aspects of like growing up in the wrong side of tracks and people assuming that you're just a loser, so it was just like when I heard those words, I was just like really thrown back because everybody can relate those type of moments in life that people assume, well, you're not going to amount to nothing, and little do you know that you could be the diamond in the rough and eventually you're going to shine brighter than others. And so I just love how he was able to portray those parts of his life and just say, you know what? I don't care what people will say to me. I just don't care, and it's really, really awesome just to see that people, like him sharing, you know what? Screw it. Don't give a crap. what people will say, like do what you want to do, and me personally, I could understand that, and I always did what I want to do and not care about people's opinions and thoughts. And, people love talking, and you think I would give a crap? Hell no, but I just love that beginning part and those words that he just said. I could just gonna bring it back a few more so you could get an understanding. But it was just really, really, it stuck out to me right there. That's why I say I will add it in my list.
Built out of trash, so I am told. I never listen, I'm bound to fall. Can't blame it on my bloodline. Don't worry, cause I feel fine. I've been like this from the get-go. It's all I ever know. So get in line if you come to save it. It doesn't matter what you say. Mom and dad make some bad bones, baby. So get in line if you come to save it. It doesn't matter what you say. Mom and dad make some bad bones, baby. Oh yeah.
I just love, and I'm listening as the music is playing. I'm listening between the guitar, the bass, and the drums. Like, I just love how they were able to, it's almost the style of music, and I'm not gonna lie, it has its own similarities. And as of lately, I have been reacting to this Japanese band called Bandmade, and they have a certain style of music that is similar to what Erik did for this song. It has its own little flair going on, and I'm listening to this, and it sounds certain chords and drums and everything else sounds similar in the notes being played, but it's just like it has its own flair. And I just love the rock style music that he was adding into this particular production. So I was just like really enjoying it because the beat was totally different. It wasn't like straight metal, like a powerhouse metal, but it was just like its own timing. It's fun. It's, but it has its own quirky style. And I really love that because the timing was a little different between guitars and drumming, but it just works. So that's why it caught my attention more.
I can't shake it, won't play along. And it's alright if I get it all wrong. If that's a problem, I know it will. But I'm standing, not gonna fall. Built out of trash, so I am told. I never listen, I'm about to fall. I can't blame it on my bloodline. Don't worry, cause I feel fine. I've been like this from the get-go. It's all I ever know. So get in line if you come to save it. It doesn't matter what you say. Mom and dad made some bad bones, baby. So get in line if you come to save it. It doesn't matter what you say. Mom and dad made some bad bones, baby.
That solo sounded really awesome. That it was fire right there. One more time. That solo sounded, it wasn't like one of those high metal piercing solos, but it had like a slight bass tone to it. It was like a lower range chord, but I loved it because it was just like it had its own style. That's why I said like this music is not like a general like rock and roll. Like it had the rock and roll feel, but there was a slight twist of something else, and maybe I'm not getting it correct right now, but eventually I will get it. But it was just like it has its own way of being really cool, and I just loved it because it's just like at a certain, it's almost like a badass. And I'm sorry if I'm cursing, but it had its own badass moment, and I just loved it because it was just like it was almost like dirty. That's why I like to word it as dirty, like really gritty, dark, I don't care, in your face type of thing.
It doesn't matter what you say. My mom and dad made some bad bones, baby.
You see, that's the guitar was on fire there.
I can't blame it on my bloodline. Don't worry, 'cause I feel fine. I feel like this from the get-go. It's all I ever know.
And then right here, that's when the guitars took off, because now it went into a higher speed and almost like it was starting to go into almost metal style. But I just love the fluctuation of the chords from lower, and then it just took off. But it just definitely knew how to work it really good.
So get in line if you come to see me. It doesn't matter what you say. My mom and dad made some bad bones, baby. Bad bones, baby, now. So get in line if you come to see me. It doesn't matter what you say. My mom and dad made some bad bones, baby. Bad bones, baby, now.
He's so silly. I really like him. I really like him. He is just awesome. His own wild self. I get you, boy. I get you. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I really enjoyed this. I think it's so fun. I can't wait to do the next reaction. So, I'll be doing some more recordings next week. So you'll be seeing one of the newer ones. And I can't wait. So if you guys like this reaction, you guys know what to do. If you are new to the channel, you're very much welcome to subscribe. I'm sorry if I seem a little tired. I'm still kind of recovering from an upper respiratory infection. There's a lot of things going on right now that my body is just fighting me. And I'm refusing to let it take me down. So, I'm hanging in there. So if you have any reactions you would like to see me do, drop a comment on the comment section on YouTube. And that is pretty much it. So thank you again for checking out my content, and I hope to see you soon here at Laura A Music Corner. Have a good day, evening, and I will see you then. Bye.